All right, let's dive into the world of insurance, specifically farmers insurance, but with a local twist.
Sounds interesting.
We're going to be looking at Maribel Ortega. She's an agent in North Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, cool. Local focus.
Yeah. And her website is going to be our kind of roadmap, right? We'll see what Farmers offers, but also how a local agent like Maribel can make, insurance less intimidating.
Yeah, yeah, because it can be a little scary sometimes. I think
Okay.
that's a great approach, actually, using her site, because it really does reflect, the big trends we see in insurance today.
Okay.
Especially this whole idea of offering a ton of different financial products, not just insurance.
Right, right. So let's actually look at this product list. Right away, I see the usual suspects, car insurance, home insurance.
Yep.
But then it goes way beyond.
It does.
Motorcycle, boat, RV, even pet insurance.
Wow.
Like, they've got you covered for everything.
Yeah, they really do. Like every aspect of life, even the furry family members.
Right.
That's a key strategy.
Yeah.
We're seeing it more and more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, farmers, they want to be like your one-stop shop,
Yeah.
meeting your needs at all these different life stages. And then, of course, they can offer those bundling discounts,
Oh, smart.
which can be, good for them and for the customer.
Totally. Yeah.
Right.
But what I find really interesting is how Maribel kind of positions herself
Yeah.
within this larger corporate thing, She's not just a, faceless entity, right?
Got
She's
it.
a local agent, licensed, speaks English and Spanish, and her bio really emphasizes this personal touch,
Yeah, yeah.
Personalize.
That's so important.
It is.
Those local agents like Maribel, they're the bridge,
Oh, okay.
between these complex products and like you, the individual.
Right.
You don't want to get lost in all the online forms and stuff. You get someone who can actually sit with you, understand
Sure.
what you need,
Exactly.
and then translate that into the right insurance plan.
Yep. And that's what I need, like someone to just help me make sense of it all.
I think we all need that.
Right. And speaking of making sense of things, let's talk about, I guess, one of the most common needs, car insurance.
Okay.
Maribel's site really, it emphasizes explaining those tricky parts,
Yeah.
Comprehensive and collision coverage, deductibles, medical payments, all that stuff that's important but confusing.
So smart of her to focus on that because, that's where people get tripped up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, take deductibles, for example. Choosing a higher deductible can lower your premium, but then you got to pay more if you actually have an accident.
Out of pocket, ouch.
Yeah, it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Right. And she can help you figure out what's best for your situation, your finances and how much risk you're comfortable with.
So it's not just about getting the cheapest policy. It's about understanding the nuances, right?
Totally.
And making choices that fit your overall financial strategy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where having that personal guidance, it really comes in. She can walk you through all those what-if scenarios,
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
help you pick a deductible you can actually live with.
Okay. Let's move on to home insurance. Maribel's website says, your home is perhaps your most valuable possession. And for a lot of people, that's true.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's not just a building. It's where life happens.
Right.
More than just bricks and mortar. It's
Yeah.
like an emotional thing. And that's why choosing the right insurance is so important.
Yeah, yeah.
It's interesting. She highlights that farmers been around for a long time, like over 80 years.
Oh, wow.
Speaks to their stability,
Uh-huh.
like they're reliable, which
Yeah.
I think is really reassuring for homeowners.
It's like saying, hey, we've been around the block. You can trust us.
Exactly. That sense of security, it's priceless when you're talking about something as important as your home.
Yeah.
But there's another piece of home insurance that people forget sometimes.
Oh, what's that?
The coverage for your stuff inside the house.
Oh, right, right. You're not just insuring the building. You're insuring everything in it. Furniture, appliances, electronics, clothes,
All of it.
all that stuff.
It adds up fast.
Yeah.
So you got to know how much coverage you have and if it's enough to replace everything. If there's a fire or a theft or whatever.
It's a good reminder to take inventory, make sure you're protected.
Well, yeah.
Now let's tackle something that I think a lot of people find intimidating, life insurance.
What?
Maribel's website asks this question. How much has your life changed in the last few years? It's a good idea to review your life insurance policy. It made me think about how easy it is to just let life insurance slide,
Yeah, it happens.
especially when life gets busy.
It's a common mistake. But those big life changes, they usually mean you need to look at your life insurance again.
Yeah.
Like getting married, having a baby, buying a home. All that shifts your financial responsibilities.
That's so true. Actually, you know what? I went through that recently myself. Got married, bought a place, and suddenly those what-if scenarios felt a lot more real. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a wake-up call for me. Like, I need to make sure my loved ones are protected.
You get it. Life insurance, it's not about you. It's about the people you leave behind.
Yeah.
You know, making sure they have that financial security, help them cover expenses, pay off debts, all that.
It's like a final act of love, I guess.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
But with all the different types of life insurance, term, whole life, universal life, it's overwhelming.
It really is.
How do you choose?
That's where Maribel comes in. She can explain the pros and cons of each one
Oh, okay.
and help you find a policy that fits your budget,
Yeah.
you know,
My own goals. Yeah.
what you're trying to achieve.
So it's like having a translator for insurance. Makes it all less scary.
I like that, a translator.
Right. So far, we've covered the basics. Auto, home, life. But Maribel's site also mentions like motorcycle and recreational insurance.
Yeah.
More specialized stuff.
Oh, good point. That's perfect, actually. Let's talk about those next because they really show how important it is to have coverage for the things you do, the risks you take.
You know, if you're the adventurous type.
I like that.
Yeah. All right, let's talk motorcycles and RVs. You know, that recreational insurance for those of us who like a little adventure.
Oh, I am all about that. But why you need special insurance for those? Isn't it kind of like car insurance?
It is kinda, but the risks are different, you know.
Okay.
Like motorcycles, you're way more exposed than in a car,
Uh-huh.
right? So accidents can be worse. And then RVs, those things are huge. They're harder to handle
True, yeah.
and, you know, more potential for damage.
Makes sense.
So you need insurance that's made for those specific risks.
Okay, so it's not one size fits all.
Exactly. Like motorcycle insurance, it often covers your helmet, any custom parts you added. Car insurance wouldn't do that.
Oh, right.
And RV insurance, some policies even cover your living expenses if the RV gets messed up and you can't stay in it.
Wow, that's good to know.
You got to match the insurance to the activity, right? If you're going to seek thrills, be protected for them.
I like that, yeah. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. Something on Maribel's website really caught my eye. Farmers Financial Solutions.
Oh, interesting.
Is this insurance? Is it investments? What is it?
It's kind of both, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of this trend we're seeing, you know, where insurance companies are offering more financial planning stuff.
Okay.
Farmers is recognizing that, you know, your finances, it's all connected, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They want to be more holistic about it.
So it's like having one person to manage all that, like your risk and your investments.
You got it. And it's smart because, think about it, buying a house, that's a big financial step, and you need homeowners insurance.
Oh, true. It all ties in.
Right, it's all connected. Okay, before we wrap up, got to ask you about something. Umbrella insurance. The name sounds intense,
I know, right? Like something out of a movie?
but it's actually pretty straightforward. It's basically extra liability coverage.
Extra.
Yeah, it goes above and beyond your normal car or home insurance.
Okay, so like if I'm in a car accident and the damages cost way more than my insurance covers.
The umbrella policy would kick in.
Really?
Yep, to help cover those extra costs. It protects your assets, you know, your savings, future earnings, all that.
So it's not just about the immediate damage, it's about protecting my whole financial picture.
Exactly. It's peace of mind knowing that even if something really bad happens, you've got that extra protection. And it's not just for car accidents either.
No.
Nope. Umbrella insurance can cover things like libel, slander, even some personal injury claims if someone gets hurt on your property.
Wow. Okay, I'm starting to see why Maribel highlights this. It's like a safety net for your safety net.
You got it. You got to be
Yeah.
proactive, right?
Yeah.
Think about those worst case scenarios and how to protect yourself. But there's one more thing we haven't talked about, maybe the most important part of all this.
Oh, really? What's that?
The people. We've talked a lot about policies and stuff, but insurance at its core is about people, right? It's about relationships, trust, having someone who's got your back and can help you navigate all this.
All right, back to this human element.
Yeah.
What makes the people so important in insurance?
Well, you know how we were talking about all those different policies?
Mm-hmm.
Choosing the right ones, that's just the start, really. You also got to find an agent who actually cares, you know?
Not just trying to sell me something.
Exactly. Someone who gets you, understands what you need, not just what they can make a commission on.
So it's like having a trusted advisor,
Yeah.
like a partner in all this insurance stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone who helps you make smart decisions, not just sign on the dotted line. Like, think about it. When you go to the doctor,
Yeah.
you don't just go to anyone, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
You want someone who listens, asks questions, gets your history right.
Yeah.
It's the same with insurance.
Okay, I like that analogy. It's about trust, about knowing you have someone in your corner.
Right. And that's where those local agents like Maribel, they shine. They're part of the community, you know. They get
Yeah.
what people are dealing with.
And they can actually, like, tailor the advice, right?
Exactly. Personalized guidance, remember, that's what Maribel's website was all about. Helps customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. Straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance.
Yeah, it's like she's saying, hey, I'm here to help, to break it all down, make sure you're covered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about empowering you to make the right choices, not just selling you something.
Okay, I like that.
But remember, it's a two-way street.
Oh, what does that mean?
You got to be open and honest with your agent, too. Tell them what you need, what you're worried about, what you can afford.
Right. The more info they have, the better they can help.
Exactly. Talk about your family, your house, your hobbies, what you want to do in the future, all that.
It's like building this financial safety net, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my agent is like the one making sure it fits perfectly.
Perfect analogy. And don't forget, as your life changes, your insurance needs to change too. So keep in touch with your agent, update them on big stuff happening, check your coverage every now and then.
Makes sense. So finding the right insurance isn't about just clicking around online. It's about finding the right person, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Someone you trust, who listens, who genuinely cares. That connection, it's priceless.
Okay, I think we've really come full circle here. Started with all these products, ended up talking about the human side of it.
And I hope this whole deep dive has, made you feel more in control of your insurance, like you can ask questions, find an expert you like, and really get the protection you need.
I've definitely learned a lot. And I think our listeners will too. It's not just about policies and prices. It's about finding that connection, that human touch. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of insurance.
Stay curious and stay protected, everyone.